What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by AutoTopNL. My name is Max, and today is a very good day, and that is thanks to one man, BMW M Collector. Go follow this man on Instagram. I am going to start this review by saying that because this incredible human being has allowed us to take out his brand new 2,500 kilometer BMW M4 CSL. He is the first one worldwide who has done the first service on his CSL, and then he took it straight to us for a review. So big thanks to BMW M Collector. Go check him out on Instagram. He has an amazing collection of BMW M cars. He basically has all the best ones. We've also reviewed his E46 M3 CSL, and we did his M3 GTS a couple of months ago as well. So I mean, what a legendary car collector and a true petrol head for him to allow us to do this and the previous two cars as well. So big thanks. Today I'm going to show you around this all new CSL. We're going to talk about all the special bits on it that make it super cool, and then we'll take it for a drive towards the Autobahn for an Autobahn blast. Now, this, of course, is the competition sport Leichtbau version of the M4. And that basically means that it is the most extreme street version of the M4. It is not like with the previous generation M4 GTS, which was a true track car with a roll cage and a big wing on the rear. That thing was developed purely to shine on the track. This car, the CSL, is about lightweight. It is 100 kilos lighter than a standard M4, and they have changed a couple of key components on this car which make it feel completely different if you compare it to a regular M4. And I am not exaggerating. This honestly feels like a completely different animal, and I absolutely love it for that. It is only the third time they are using the CSL name, of course, so it has big shoes to fill. The first one, 1972 3-liter CSL. The second one, E46 M3 CSL, which a lot of people say is the best M3 ever. So this car really created some high expectations in the car world. And today I'm going to find out how it stacks up. So at the front, we've got a completely new grille, as you can see, with much larger openings, of course, to take in more air, a much more aggressive front end. Also, because we don't have a front plate right now, this looks amazing. I think it looks amazing. I know a lot of you still have to get used to it, but I think this car is super cool. It looks so badass. A lot of black with red accents. We've got a M4 CSL badge there, and of course the yellow daytime running lights, which look incredible. I mean, in this matte gray, it looks very cool. If you have a black car, they stand out even more. And then we've got carbon intakes here and a super aggressive front little splitter with these integrated canards, winglets in carbon fiber. Super nice as well. And that front end has changed quite a bit with those lights, grille and bumper extension. It looks quite different from a regular M4. Now, oh, we've got an M4 CSL logo on there as well. Nice. Wheels, tires, brakes, suspension. Of course, super important with this car. They saved 21 kilos with this wheel brake setup because this car comes with the carbon ceramic brakes as standard, red brake calipers, and then this CSL specific wheel. 21 kilos, that is actually quite a lot unsprung weight. And then we've got these Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2R tires, which are just delicious. Look at that, all that velvety rubber. That is so nice. Little flag there, and as you can see, that is a very aggressive street tire. Absolutely incredible. Now, it is 8 millimeters lower than a regular M4 as well, and it has more negative camber. So that is one of the big changes on this car. The front end feels super agile, super light because of that change. So that is a very good change. Carbon mirror caps, carbon roof, extension down the side there. And then at the rear, they swapped out the wishbone mounting rubbers for solid ball joints, and the rear subframe has been solidly mounted on the chassis, so they just got rid of any damping whatsoever. It is just solidly mounted, and that means that you feel so much of what is going on beneath you. You feel so much more of what the car is doing, what the road is doing underneath. It is just a very big difference. And at the rear we've got M4 CSL specific rear lights, BMW laser lights. First time actually that they used laser lights on the rear lights, and as you can see, it is a super fine line and it looks stunning, especially in combination with this ducktail rear deck lid. Oh, that is just delicious if you ask me. I think that looks awesome. We need that on our M3 as well. Also a big weight saver because this is all carbon fiber, as you can see, so that is super light. They saved another 15 kilos of sound deadening inside, so you can see in there, there's nothing, no sound deadening. This is all much thinner, and that means that you hear a lot more. You hear a lot of stones going around the wheel arches, stuff like that. It makes it feel a lot more hardcore actually. They saved another 4 kilos with this titanium rear silencer, which also improves the sound. With these matte black tailpipes, actually looks very cool inside the carbon fiber diffuser. And we've got the BMW 50-year anniversary badge as well. Now, the fact that they deleted the rear seat and got rid of all that stuff in the trunk also saves 21 kilos. Rear lights, 400 grams lighter than the standard units. And then at the front we've got a carbon bonnet as well. That saves 1.2 kilos with an M logo in there as well. Very nice. This is frozen Brooklyn grey, this color. Very good color, I think. And then as you can see, we've got a very elaborate aluminium strut here. Not carbon fiber this time, but aluminium. It looks stunning for some more rigidity, of course. And the engine is the S58 3-liter inline-6 twin turbocharged engine. They have dialed up the turbo pressure from 1.7 bar to 2.1 bar, and it has an ECU remap. Basically, that is how they got 40 horsepower extra. Torque is the same at 650 newton meters. 0 to 100, 3.7 seconds, and a top speed of 307 kilometers an hour. So it is mainly a little bit more power, quite a lot less weight, 100 kilos. I think that is quite significant. And they're only making 1,000 of these. I don't know, probably all sold out already. So it is quite a bit more rare than the last CSL. They made 1,383 of those. Now, let's move to the interior. So, M4 CSL kick plates, CSL seats, beautiful one-piece bucket seats. As you can see, the back is not adjustable. It is manually adjustable front to rear, and the height is adjustable using these screws. And for me, seating position is actually okay. I could do with a bit lower like this one, but you can see that the difference is not that big. So adjustability is not great, but they save 24 kilos compared to the standard seats. Now I know that our M3 has the other carbon buckets and they save 15 kilos. So these are an additional 9 kilos lighter than the other carbon bucket seats. CSL on the seat there as well. And then inside we've got an Alcantara steering wheel, and as you can see, a CSL badge there. No rear seat, just a net and some space for your helmet and a fire extinguisher. And then the center console is new as well, with a wireless charger there and an actual spot to put your key, which the regular ones don't have. Little CSL armrest here with some space down there. Quite basic, but still very practical, which I really like. The M4 CS actually had like a Alcantara center console with nothing. No cup holders, no phone thing, no armrest, nothing. It was absolutely horrible. So let's start it up. And we will put it in M2, which is basically everything off. Exhaust valve open. It is definitely a bit louder than stock. And with a titanium exhaust, you usually see that you get a bit more of a metallic sound, which is quite nice. All right, so the sun is setting as we speak, which should give us just about enough time to have some fun at the Autobahn. Alright, so we'll do the tunnel quickly. No horses here currently, I believe. So as I said, you can hear those stones so much better now. Oh man. So the owner actually warned me for this. The fact that it's got those Cup 2R tires when they are not really warm yet, because you don't have that much weight over the rear axle. I mean, even less now because they got rid of all that sound deadening, a lighter exhaust, a carbon fiber trunk lid. There's even less weight over that rear axle, and apparently it can be quite a tricky car with these tires when they're not hot yet. So 40 degrees right now, the tires. Let's do a launch control, foot on the brake, full throttle, car goes to second gear, release. You can hear, that is a very, very good launch control. You can hear the car managing the power. Even though I've got everything turned off, it's still managing the amount of power that is going to the rear wheels, and it is doing so very well. And the thing is, because that rear subframe is solidly mounted, you just feel so much through that rear axle, and the front end is so much more agile, which means that it feels like when I turn in the car, it responds to my input much better. And then because you have that super stiff, rigid rear end, oh, it just it just feels like it's on rails, and it just feels so much more alive than a regular M4. Oh man, that is actually quite a big difference. That is a bigger difference than I was expecting, to be honest. So now that we've got those tires a little bit warmer, you can feel that it actually grips a bit better. The gearbox, we've got the ZF 8-speed automatic, but they have fiddled around with software, and you get a little jolt through the drivetrain now with shifts, which is a good thing. But before we hit the Autobahn, I just want to tell you about today's sponsor, which is Petrol Vibes. We've got the F12 on the wall here. As you can see, we have used it to dress our workshop. It looks absolutely stunning. I love a good silhouette of a car, and you can buy this too at petrolvibes.com. It is made from 2mm thick steel. They laser cut that. You can even have one custom made of your own car if they don't have it in stock already. So go check out petrolvibes.com. They have a lot of cool cars. They've got motorcycles as well. And if you use the code AutoTopNL10, you get a 10% discount on your very own Petrol Vibes silhouette. Go check it out and enjoy the video. But the problem I have with that is that we already knew that this gearbox could shift this quickly and, you know, with a little bit of a jolt, because Alfa Romeo and Dodge were already doing that. So I'm glad that BMW did this on the CSL, but I feel like they should have done it with the M3 competition as well, or M4 competition, for that matter. Here we go, full throttle. It just feels like an M4 competition with an extra 40 horsepower, which it is. The difference is the communication of the car, the feedback you get through the steering wheel, through your seat. It just talks to you so much more than the M4 competition, which can feel a bit filtered sometimes. That is also why I prefer a manual M3 or M4, because I feel like at least you're involved a bit more, you know, compared to the automatic. But with this one, I have to say that because it feels so alive, the involvement is back. Oh, it is quick. BMW claims 7 seconds, 100 to 200. I will put on screen right now what we have done. But I know that the owner actually already beat that 7 seconds, so it is able to get 7 seconds, 100 to 200. So we are nearing 300 kilometers an hour here. We've got everything in its most stiff setting, but I still feel like, yeah, the car deals with everything really well. And we are actually the first ones in the world doing this, I think, with an M4 CSL, which makes me feel very honored. Oh man, it is quite a bit firmer, stiffer than a regular M4 competition. I feel like I'm jiggling around a lot more than in the regular car. And that is also because the adaptive suspension has been changed. So I am now in the firmest setting, Sport Plus, and this is actually a track setting. But I still feel like this is a very good setting for the Autobahn as well. It is a bit jiggly, but very doable. Oh, and those carbon ceramics are so nice. And then, oh man. It reminds me of the M5 CS, but it is much lighter than that, and that makes it just so much more enjoyable to drive. I mean, an M5 CS is incredible, probably the best four-door car ever built, but you have to get to know this car to slide it around more than this, because oh man, oh man, oh man. That is a freaking M car. I was a bit worried when they dusted off the old CSL badge, but there was nothing to worry about. Of course, BMW took this seriously and built a proper car to celebrate their 50 years of BMW M. I mean, this is a proper M car. It feels alive, it feels communicative, it feels like it wants to just give you the best driving experience by talking to you, by feeding through everything that happens underneath the car, inside the car, as unfiltered as possible in a day and age that hardly allows that anymore. So I am very happy with this, and wow. I know that the owner, BMW M Collector, is going to take this car, probably if the weather allows it, to the M Track Day at the Nürburgring. I mean, I wish him all the best and a lot of fun, because wow, what a car. wow. This has been amazing. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. As I said, please go check out BMW M Collector because he's an absolute legend for letting us take out this CSL with like 2,500 kilometers. Just had the first service. Absolutely loved it. Thank you so much to you guys. Thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure you do. You can also check out this video or this playlist. See you at the next one. Bye.